For Cheo Alexis, there is no uncertainty. Having survived the violence that erupted Saturday in an area along Venezuela's border with Brazil, he says it's clear to him the lethal force used by Venezuelan security forces was deliberate.
They came to militarily take this community. They didn't arrive peacefully. They were shooting to kill. I can say that because I was shot. Another man who helped me, he was also shot.
Videos like this one purport to show what happened in and around the Venezuelan town of Santa Elena when security forces attempted to stop opposition supporters from bringing foreign aid into the country. While the number of dead has not been confirmed, at least one official from the area now estimates it could be as high as 25. Among the wounded are members of indigenous groups. Dozens of those injured in the confrontations were transported across the border for treatment. Al Jazeera gained exclusive access to this hospital in the Brazilian city of Boa Vista, where many of the wounded corroborated the amateur footage. Alfredo Perez tells me he and his children, who are also recovering in this hospital, were guarding their indigenous community when security forces showed up.
At 6 a.m. they arrived and then started shooting. They started shooting everybody that was in front of them. It was a massacre. They started a massacre.
Doctors say it wasn't simply the injuries these people sustained that were life-threatening.
They didn't receive appropriate first aid because of the lack of emergency medical supplies in Venezuela. After the first patient showed up here, we sent some materials back with the Venezuelan ambulances to help them treat patients better.
All around, pain is apparent and shock is palpable. Many of the patients we're speaking with here today say that even though things in Venezuela have been bad for quite some time, they never expected it would come to this. 16-year-old Carlos Herrera set out toward the border with Brazil on Saturday so he could help get aid into his country. He says that's when the shooting began.
When I fell down, there were 2 people dead next to me. They took me to the hospital, and the hospital was full of people. There was no space to put the injured people. There were several people dead in the hospital.
Carlos is one day shy of turning 17. His mother, Adriana, is both worried for and proud of her boy. She says she understands why he took the risk.
The youth are the ones who are looking for a better future. There was democracy during my childhood, things that the children of today did not experience. And that's what the youth of Venezuela are looking for these days.
Demands that will no doubt be hard to achieve at a time when threat may be growing, but resolve is also deepening. Mohammed Jamjoom, Al Jazeera, Boa Vista in Roraima State, Brazil.